Hello my friends, welcome, it's episode 12. Not much happened apart from, in the end turn phase, apart from these guys tried to squeeze in via the side here. And I don't actually have any decisions to make this turn. Though I have received some shadow priests and so on and so forth, so I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup here.
Copy that. Copy that. Copy that.
Just gonna stick these guys in various battalions that I've just built, so I know that they haven't got anything. A great speech. One thing I should do as well is I should assign that we gained a second leader here. Second advisor. You should attach him to somebody. It doesn't really matter who we attach him to be fair.
Affirmative.
Might as well attach him to the guy that actually is in the same faction. So, advisors, they make up roles if their skill is better than the skill of the guy who's doing the job. But I really can't be bothered with all the details of it. So I just assign them to particular jobs, and then if that person retires or dies and then a new guy is in there, reattach the advisor, and it means that you're not losing a huge amount of skill. Because the advisor will have developed their they will have developed their skills to match. Right, let's... just going to send this tank down here and block whatever it is that this is trying to get a flank on me right now.
Mission accomplished.
I know that they're low on strength, so I know that it's not going to do well, but I'll just send this tank down here and plug that hole. In fact, I could probably plug that hole right now with this.
Yes, sir. We're going.
Just inflicting losses on them whenever I can,
Mission completed.
because I can. Just know that these tanks can just get in there and absolutely destroy. Okay, only 3 kills there. It's not great. I'm not really here to push the enemy back. I really actually just want to kill them.
Mission completed.
Okay, that's another 5 dead. These raiders will not be coming back. So, everyone that I kill is never returning.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, that was pretty brutal. I'm going to try and get another regiment down here at some point. See, I got some men. Actually, don't have any spare buggies. Need a couple there to replace ones I've lost. I've got a couple of spare machine guns, not a huge amount. Just cranking out whatever I can crank out right now. Okay. Actually need to build infrastructure here to actually start shoving this back. My biggest problem is I don't have the infrastructure to really push any more than I have done. My supply chain will break if I push any harder. I know it from experience. This is sort of an area where the AI gets a free pass. Generating quite a lot of metal. But more would be nice. I think I should probably wait until those offices are done. Really could do with building Mark II industry as well. But the costs behind that are quite prohibitive. Oh, don't want to colonize.
Yes, sir.
These are not that expensive to construct, really. Well, I suppose from an industrial point standpoint, they are.
Affirmative.
Hi, guys. Okay, not a surprise that they have units in their city. Strat move this somewhere where it might be useful. Let's go and stick it on the front line over here. All right, we'll close in here. I just gotta hold the line here. Clean up this spot here. And then really, I just need time to build. Truck stops, sealed roads, rail, research. I've got all the metal I could ever want here. What I need is time to actually just go sit down and build this stuff. Okay, I crashed the rare earth metal market again. That's fine. Keep buying metal. I'm going to have loads of machines because I'm pulling them out of the ground at quite a rate. So we'll take advantage of these prices right now. Okay, back to standard move mode. I'm just going to move these guys forward actually because the city is like right here and I actually want a few tiles of safety, so that is one hell of an empire. It's amazing that that actually counts as, I mean, I know it's like twice the size of mine, but I didn't think it was like whatever it actually is. 20% apparently, compared to 6.5. So 3 times bigger. Wow, once I take this city, I will be even higher on the population score. I do kind of feel like population score should be weighted higher. Oh, it's going to be a shame because you're going to play this game for so long. And then the Nemesis has gotten such a better start than I did. Starting right next to a major regime is actually really good, especially if you're a player, because you can just take their resources. They'll always have water, metal, and rare metal right next to them. You can convert rare metal into money, which then you can convert into just more metal. And then obviously you've got your metal mine, and then water is not so useful, to be fair. Food and water is not usually a problem in this game. As long as you don't expand out of control without ever doing anything about your water supplies or your food supplies. I actually find that you can usually feed an entire empire just out of your capital. Let's clean up this and make a wall here. There's actually mountains here as well. That's going to be annoying to deal with. They don't want to attack because, and they don't attack each other, but they don't want to attack because my units are just way superior to theirs. But look, you can just see how every AI team is working hard to pin you in. And if they've got cities, they're leaving themselves totally exposed for the Nemesis to just walk in and take their city and then trigger their defeat, which will disband all their units. I kept my promise to go to war with them. 400 galactic grade MG. Ooh, subterranean sensor. And another wasp swarm. Sweet. Now, the subterranean sensor helps you find rares in wreckage. Ideally, I'd want it in Freedom or Stormcrest to detect rares in these areas. But I'm sure I'll get another one. For now, I'd rather have it in the capital to see if there's any more rares in this area.
Yes, sir.
I think it also makes people happy. I can't remember why. It's just kind of random that it does. Galactic grade machine guns. You can disband them and return them to HQ, and then they'll go out to other units. Oh well, whatever. We'll just leave it for now. Remember, even galactic grade machine gunners are not good against at attacking. Okay, before I attack there, bees.
Copy that. Do it now.
I can't get the city right now.
Mission accomplished.
I need to gain a surround in principle. Okay, that's fine. At least a 3-point attack should do it. Okay, raiders everywhere. I guess they're not attacking me because I'm not actually at war with them. And for whatever reason, they've just decided not to push into my territory like they normally do. I should start receiving more troops per turn soon as well. But I'm still waiting for these towns to integrate. 32. So it's a while before this town will be integrated. And this one hasn't even started the integration process yet. If I built some quality of life buildings here, I could speed it up. But not by much. It's just so funny that we're still integrating our first town, but meanwhile the AI is spreading like a plague across the land. Because I don't believe it has to worry about that either. Machine gunners are not for offensives. Let's get some experience on these guys.
Run! Run! Run!
Okay, that's alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills. I actually took losses there. But the thing is, they're most. I think that those units have got a lot of old GIs in anyway, so. I have a lot of old garbage garbage infantry.
Yes, sir. We're going in. Mission completed.
Brutal. Just keep up the attacking.
Mission completed.
These units are getting weaker and weaker as I keep laying into them. And what's good is this is field testing my stuff. So I'm effectively gaining global experience points for doing this.
Yes, sir. We're going in.
Nice, that's a lot of damage. Not losing any tanks either. This mega ball here is probably going to be difficult to attack, but anyway. So yeah, I lost like 800 men. But I almost certainly lost some of these cheaper units. And they will be replaced with higher quality cards. Speaking of which, models. Let's put that up as high quality. These are regular. I should at some point get rid of my GIs by setting them to obsolete. Well, I mean, it's sort of slightly wasteful, but what it will do is it will cause all of them to move back to the strategic HQ. Once there, you can disband them and get half your money back. But half your money back is really not much. Not when it comes to infantry, anyway. So you can see here that Mark II guards have actually been extensively field tested. My latest troops, Guards 3, are not quite ready yet. But you see here as we've iterated the design score has gone up. But the structural design score never changes. But the I don't know what that B stands for, but the iterative design score goes up. These guys are more than twice as good hit point wise, and like 5 times better attack wise than the first set of troops. It's, you know, it's amazing the difference. Okay. You see, these guys are still GIs. So they're not going to be able to push very easily or very hard. High command's nearly done. Office and recycling is nearly done. Forever one unrest. It's the freaking shadow priests or whatever that causes that all the time. I think I really need to hit that Mark II industry.
Yes, sir.
I think now's the time to swallow the bullet and start building that Mark II industry. These, all my other construction projects will be finished next turn. It's going to consume every little bit of metal I have for a while. But I'm not feeling much choice in the matter right now. Oh hey, rare earth metal market has gotten good again. It's going to be 3,000 metal to get that factory finished. Hopefully I can produce that new infantry regiment soon and then I can declare on these guys and just seal up this area.
Yes, sir.
Okay. $380 credits for 1,900 slaves. I actually don't mind doing that. I got plenty of money right now. It's a shame I'm not going to have like any fully armored orders of battle, because I really can't afford to take the council that does that. Especially now that I know how technologically behind I am compared to the Nemesis. Even cheesing technology has not actually put me ahead, or even on parity. Yeah, eventually, I think one of the key ideas of this game eventually is to just have a wall of units and just grind them out in all directions. And that's it. Once you've got that wall, as long as you can keep it without it ever breaching in any place, and you can keep moving the supply chain forward to keep that wall supplied, you're sort of on your way to victory. I can no longer see the territory of the Nemesis here, so I don't know if they're like exploded in on themselves a little bit here. If you as a player expanded this fast, even with the right resources, if you expanded this much, this quickly, your empire would explode on itself. You'd end up with rebellions. It looks like Nebelstadt is still alive. But they're not making any moves. So they're probably still deeply surrounded. Let's hope that they hold on for as long as possible. Do as much damage as they possibly can. Okay, he's redistributed his forces. But I only need to take the city. Hopefully my light tanks can just get in there and get that city. Get in there, my son. Oh, are they moving? Just want to raise a new formation here and bring it here. I know I keep saying this. This is a good opportunity for me to get some easy land that I don't actually have to hold. Physical storage. Whirlwind Mark III is complete. Hey, an energy lance. Sweet. Energy lance is a great tool.
Affirmative. Copy that.
It's like one priest for 2 units. Oh wow, this has got some of the old Mark I Crusaders. Oh well, whatever.
Copy that.
Okay, that's fine. Did I already develop an artillery? Yeah, I did. I haven't used it. I've not seen any need to use artillery, so I've not used artillery. Yeah, that'll do. We'll develop the APC. I don't know whether I'll use it or not, but it's nice to have the choice. Okay, so 89%, I still don't have enough dudes. Still don't have enough men to raise that formation. Okay, these guys' supply chain is damaged. Okay, it looks like the enemy actually pulled back. That's good. That means that I can actually just start sealing the wall here without actually needing extra men to do it. Alright, boys. I think you'll send in the Galactic Grade Infantry, machine gunners as well. They're not offensive units, but they're actually really powerful, so... I don't think they've got the... They don't have enough armor penetration.
Mission accomplished.
Brutalized. Now what I can do is, here I have 4 machine gunners and here I have 4 Galactic Grade machine gunners. What I can do is, because I normally raise an 18 strength, well, it's 1,600 strength machine gun to hold each town. I can raise one here that's half empty, and then fold these guys into it. Which may feel like a little bit of a waste of GR grade troops, but anyway, they're taken. So these will all disappear. And now I actually, once I establish a proper line here, now I have an actual Empire core and a sealed border. Okay, level 3 high command is finished, recycling is finished, bureaucratic office is actually nearly, it's getting there. We can't do any more building projects right now, we need that factory done. That is the bottom line.
Yes, sir. We're going in. Mission completed.
Nice, another butchering. Get off my border.
Do it now. Mission accomplished.
Now, one thing is, the Nemesis may be technologically superior to me, and it may have a lot more resources than me. But it potentially may not have, like, a huge... it may not commit a huge army to me.
Yes, sir. We're going in.
Once it starts attacking me.
Mission completed.
Because it will look for weaknesses. It will look for weaknesses, and if you've actually got a solid wall, you won't really have any weaknesses.
Okie dokie.
I've never seen the AI deploy artillery in large numbers. To break someone who really wants to not be broken, you need to soften up the enemy with artillery first before you go in and attack. And I rarely see the AI actually do that.
Mission completed.
These guys are guards 3. Guards 2, guards 2, guards 2, guards 2. Some of my older units are getting killed, which is as intended, really. Are we integrated yet? We're getting there.
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't think I'm going to get any more recruits until this integration score is high. And that's going to take time. So I've not invested any money in any of my other towns because I can't really afford to. Go for it. Whatever. Let's see how far my tanks can really go. Very far.
Mission completed.
25 mil armor, baby. That was brutal. Requested 40 fuel, received 22. So they're not out of supply, but I will be moving these guys up here to where the chain is actually stronger. I might have to build a road here. So far I've actually gotten away with not having to build any roads myself, which is an ideal situation, really. because they're not cheap. Talk is cheap, but sealed roads are not. What's going to happen now is that these guys are going to disappear and some other group is going to just run to fill the void. I'm pretty certain that these guys will disappear. Because their city's been taken. So I'm taking a risk here by pushing up. But I think that's an actual safe risk. I never pushed up here either because I was worried about more enemies being here, although now I know none of the major regimes are there. But I was also on the edge of my supply system here as well. The infrastructure just doesn't exist to push any further in that direction. Oh man. The biggest weakness of this game is that the AI is not playing by the same rules as you. So you're really limited on how far you can expand early on. And this still really technically is early on. But meanwhile, our AI friend here is racing off into the late game, having expanded way faster than a player supply chain would ever allow without exploding. I mean, it's fine. You know, the AI often in games gets some bonuses and such that enable it to win. But you do have to you have to understand that you are playing a game not against a load of diverse factions and so on and so forth, but effectively against one player who is using all of these assets to stop you. It's just that they're used in different ways. And at this level of difficulty, the role system for diplomacy means that you will never ever win any diplomatic roles for anything ever. So don't even bother with a Foreign Affairs Council because you ain't getting anything done with it. That I can promise you. Wow, Nebelstadt's still alive. Somehow. Yeah, you can see that all the enemies here disappeared. I'm concerned though, as soon as it's this guy's go, he's going to be like, oh, space, go! He's going to come running through here and running up here, and because the AI will make moves that are the most irritating to deal with. So, if you've got like a recon bike or something here, he'll probably just recon bike right up here and then up here and then up here and just be really irritating. Which I have seen before. There you go, look, he's racing into the gap now. There's a private industry project going on there, which he could have taken. Doesn't look like he's going to take it though. I'll get my tanks in there to stop that behavior. That unit there is 300 riflemen. That's evidently a unit that's gotten itself wrecked repeatedly. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, that is it for now. But if we look at the victory overview, look, you can actually see, well, the Nemesis is steaming ahead. I'm actually ahead of the major regime that's actually playing fairly. So this one here is obviously not the Nemesis. He's just a major regime that started in an area by itself. And I am actually ahead of the one that's playing fairly by quite a bit. The cheater one is obviously miles ahead right now. 14 points behind him. So yeah, it's going to be a struggle. That secretary of mine is really unhappy. Yeah, that is definitely it for now, but before I forget, I am going to just happy family the secretary. Because this is getting pretty serious. We never knew about Reese Titan Moon's family, did we? Well, we know now. Did I hero of the nation her? Yeah. +2 relation every turn, which should rapidly fix this problem. -2 due to regime feature Politburo. I can just bump her up with some money.
Copy that.
There we go. Did I Medal of Merit her? No.
Copy that.
Alright. There we go. The happy family will keep that high as well. Okay, yeah, that's it for now. Nothing really changes for me in terms of the grand strategy. We're gonna raise our new infantry regiment and bring it here. We're going to seal off this area, and our new infantry regiment will be used to attack here as well. I don't really want to push here because this is like... I'm on the verge of breaking my supply chain here. I don't have the infrastructure to go this far. And this down here is probably the limits of my supply chain as well. I guess ideally I would like to go this way. And that's something that I'm doing now. But I'm under pressure to expand, not because it's a good idea, but simply because the Nemesis is expanding like crazy. And in order to prevent the Nemesis from getting a victory point kill on me, I have to hold, I think, at least 25% of the planet and 50% of the population. $14 points ahead. Because no one's gonna. This is the thing. No one's gonna hurt this guy. No one is gonna be able to inflict any hurt. So the only person who would be able to inflict any hurt on that regime is me. And considering how technologically far ahead of me they are, attacking would be suicide. Defending is going to be hard enough. I think these guys have a city here, and these guys have a city here. Taking these would be nice. Whether I can hold them would be another story. Anyway, all things for me to think about. I hope you guys are enjoying this, win or lose. It does show some of the challenges of playing this game at a high level, but I would say that you know, beating this on the hardest difficulty with a nemesis, it can be done, but it does depend hugely on the map. If you start with some really great terrain features right on top of you, like automated factories or whatever, and easy access to metal and whatever, you'll be able to potentially push a lot harder than I have. Though we're only 50 turns in. This is only 50 turns in, so it's actually disgusting how fast the nemesis has grown. Anyway, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.